May 20, 2024, news reports that by 2025, facial recognition payment will be enforced. Is it really safe? Will biometric facial recognition will be a part of the Mark of the Beast system? Let us study further in this video. Kindly like and share this prophetic update to all. Many are still confused about what the Mark of the Beast is. And this is what the devil wants, to cover up his devices. Like this article, it says, Mark of the Beast, get ready to pay with your face as biometric payment option forecast to be a $3 trillion business by 2025. The article says, the book of Revelation shows you from 2,000 years ago that the day would come where people would pay for things using a biometric payment system. The Apostle John shows us an embedded smart device located in the back of the right hand or in the forehead, giving the ability to buy and sell in the global market. In fact, computer technology is all through your King James Bible. You just didn't see it for what it truly is. Reading on the article, that dusty old Aramaic book is way ahead of tomorrow's headlines. The article moves on saying, look at the main graphic at the top of this article and those 5 circles, 5 being the number for death in the Bible. You see 5 main biometric payment options currently available. You can use fingerprints, facial scan, iris scan, the veins of your palm, and voice recognition. All this is just the dry run for the payment system. They will implant into the back of your right hand and your forehead. Friends, did John the Revelator refers to an embedded smart device at the right hand on the forehead when he says the mark of the beast will be enforced? Is this really what the book of Revelation is pointing at? Late last year, MasterCard said it was teaming with NEC to bring its biometric checkout program to the Asia-Pacific region. Dennis Gamiel of MasterCard says, our focus on biometric as a secure way to verify, identify, replacing the password with the person is at the heart of our efforts in this area. He added that based on positive feedback from the pilot and its research, the checkout technology will come to more new markets later this 2024.
Checkout systems. So could I hold up a photo, let's say, of my brother who looks a bit like me? Could I hold up a printout of his face, a photograph, to try and trick this? Or is there more technology built in that makes that impossible?
There's Fox5NewYork.com. You soon be able to pay with your face, but is it safe? While some are still learning how to use the digital wallet on their smartphones, a new technology may make our phones obsolete altogether.
And even using our palm sometimes to pay for purchases.
But now, as Fox 6's Arthur Chian shows us, some businesses are letting you pay with your face.
While some are still learning how to use the digital wallet on their smartphone, a new technology may make our phones obsolete altogether. Facial recognition, once just used as a security tool, has reached a breakthrough, according to tech experts who say we may start paying with our faces in places like restaurants, a form of biometric authentication.
You're talking about like tens of millions of these tiny little dots that are mapping the individual contours of your face. They're doing so with this variation of a depth sensor. So these are 3D scans, which makes them secure and pretty much impossible for a bad actor to try to bypass.
Pop ID is one of the companies creating the new payment system where customers can register for an account with a selfie and then use facial verification to pay for things like food at takeout spots. Pop ID is already testing hundreds of kiosks at businesses across the U.S., and experts say the system is far faster than current payment methods.
Anything that can kind of make these day-to-day transitions and transactions faster will ultimately prove successful with customers.
Pop ID is one of the companies creating the new payment system where customers can register for an account with a selfie and then use facial verification to pay for things like food and takeout spots. The company is already testing hundreds of kiosks at business across the United States. According to experts, the system is far faster than current payment methods. Privacy experts are ringing the alarm, pointing out big companies from Equifax to Microsoft to Facebook have been hacked before, and they fear it's just a matter of time before a facial payment company is breached. They also point out the better the tech is at capturing our faces, the more our identity is effectively stolen.
Christmas came early for cybercrime and all of the creepy people trying to steal your identity, because now instead of just trying to steal your credit card number and your social security number, they'll be able to pay for purchases using your face.
Privacy experts are ringing the alarm, pointing out that big companies like Microsoft and Facebook have been hacked, and they fear it's just a matter of time before a facial payment company is also breached. Also pointing out the better the tech is at capturing our faces, the more our identity is effectively stolen.
You can change your credit card number, you can change your social security number, but it takes time. But you can't change your face.
CNBC.com says, while privacy is a concern, that's nothing new in the tech world, and Juniper Research forecasts $3 trillion in mobile biometric payments by 2025. Consumers are getting more comfortable with biometric technology. The majority still prefer fingerprint scans to facial recognitions, according to 2023 survey from Payments. But age is a factor. Gen Z consumers are more open to facial recognition than to fingerprint scans or entering a password. Concerns about privacy and facial recognitions, he says, are overblown. Juniper Research says, we voluntarily give up our privacy all the time. Jacobson said, we post on Facebook, we use social media, and we are basically giving up our privacy. I tell people constantly that everything about you is already out there. And this is what the World Economic Forum is also promoting, a cashless society where all transactions can be monitored.
Excellency, are you ready for a new world order?
Dear friends, does the book of Revelation and Old Testament prophecy points to a technology of facial recognition as the mark of the beast system? Let us understand the mark of the beast. Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4, and the Lord said to him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and put a mark on the foreheads of the men who sigh and cry over all the abomination that are done within it. In other words, the destroying angel will not destroy the men with the mark on their foreheads. We need to understand that the word mark is not only connected with the papal beast. God also has a mark, and we call it the seal of God, the Sabbath, because the devil likes to copy God's style of operation. God has a mark and a seal. The devil has a mark, the Sabbath. It was not an exclusive sign between God and Israel, because Christ made it clear that the Sabbath was made for mankind. The mark of God / the seal of God. The keeping of the Sabbath is the outward distinguishing mark between God and His people. You show that you are with God and not with the traditions of men by Sabbath observance and the other 9 commandments of God. Outward mark. By that I mean not a mark on your forehead that you can see, but by the observance of the Sabbath and their lifestyle. You see their faith in God, and the fruit of it is obedience. In the Old Testament, circumcision of the flesh, but in the New Testament, circumcision of the heart. Because the heart must be circumcised, representing the heart surrendering the truth and the law of God. The Sabbath keeping is the outward side, because what's in the heart must come out. Satan's mark, the mark of the beast, will be similar. So the mark of the beast is Sunday as a legal day of worship and enforced by a religious system using secular powers. No one has the mark now because it is not yet legal, but it is coming. If the 3 Hebrew boys, Ananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, bow down to the 90-feet statue in Daniel 3, they would have the mark of King Nebuchadnezzar and Babylon. The conscious decision to follow a man-made law in opposition to God's law. Those who accept that man-made law will have the mark of the beast. But those who continue to serve God, because first the heart has been given to Him, they will have the seal of God. The mark of the beast issue and the seal of God issue is a heart issue. Friends, I appeal to you today, open your heart to the truth of God's Word and receive His seal at end time? Kindly type in the comment section, Jesus is in my heart. Thank you, dear friends. Kindly share this timely update to all and continue to share truth in Bible prophecy.